to an all-new episode of Palace Off the Top Rope. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. And in just a few moments, I'm going to be bringing on Abraham Trevino and Jake Ramirez. And we are going to be talking about a couple of the key matchups that are going to be happening this season in the NFL, as the schedule was released in full today. So now we know all the dates and times for all the biggest season ever, right? This is what's been dubbed by the NFL. Looking super forward to it, including the one that was released first this morning, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Dallas Cowboys to open the season. So that is going to be a hell of a lot of fun to talk about. We watched a special here on the NFL Network. A couple of other games were leaked earlier in the day, so we riffed on that. And, just a fun conversation, and it was nice to have these guys back on in studio. We haven't really seen each other in person in a very long time. I know we're still all trying to really finish off this pandemic and get things to some type of normalcy again. And we're starting to see that. You know, there's going to be tickets sold. We're possibly looking at full stadiums this season for the NFL. We're even discussing going on the road with this show and going to catch a game and doing a show on the road. So that's going to be a lot of fun and upcoming this season. But I wanted to start off this show with talking about a trailer that was released this week for a little movie called Venom, There Be Carnage, the sequel to Tom Hardy's hit Venom from a few years ago. I forgot what year it came out. It's been a couple of years now, but the sequel's finally coming. It's been delayed, obviously, because of the COVID pandemic. It'll be releasing somewhere around September, I believe. Didn't get the exact date, but we got a trailer, finally. We got to look at what this thing's going to be like. And I got to tell you, it looks wacky and fun. And just like the first movie, where, yes, it was a garbage movie all around, but Tom Hardy's performance was electric. It was all over the place. I don't need all of these comic book movies to be all serious and gravitas. And I know this movie has pissed off a lot of the hardcore fans, but whatever. I don't give a shit about them. I care about how I feel about these movies. So give me all the wackiness. Give me Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson being completely goofy in this thing. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And if it pisses off all the diehard marks and geeks that are like, this isn't a correct representation of the character from the comics, it's okay. It's just an interpretation. I welcome all these different aspects. I welcomed Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. It was a little different and not necessarily how the Joker's story happened in the graphic novels or whatever, but it's okay. These things can be wacky. Like, if all of Hollywood is just going to be giving us comic book movie after comic book movie after comic book movie, like, please let them all be different. They don't all have to follow the MCU structure and be so geeky and nerdy. Like, let some of it be wacky and stupid. Have Venom, yeah. I want to see him cooking breakfast and being a stupid sloth. And Tom Hardy just, going balls out crazy for it. Woody Harrelson can go out of his mind too. Give me all that. If that's all you're going to be giving me as far as like content for movies, right? That's all. This is what the geeks wanted, right? They wanted all the comic book stuff. Give it to me. Give me all of it. Well, you're going to get it. And some of it's going to be wacky, and I'm here for it. So you can shut your mouth. So, a little quick rant on that. Just wanted to get that out there. But anyways, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, Jake and Abraham join the show, and we talk a little bit about the NFL season that's upcoming, including some marquee matchups from the schedules that were released today. This is Palace Off the Top Rope. We'll be right back.
If you're going to throw up, don't do it on the evidence. Play me.
Jigsaw copycat. This is going to go sideways fast. Get everybody out of here. There's a reason for all of this. Targeting cops. You want to play games? Untitled Chapter friends.
Spiral from the Book of Saw. Rated R.
All right, folks, welcome back. And it's been a couple of months since all three of us have been in studio, but I'm glad to welcome back my two NFL buddies that we're going to be starting our NFL spin-off series later this year, probably around September, right before the season starts. Welcome back, Jake Ramirez and Abraham Trevino. What's going on, guys? It's been a while.
It's been a while, guys. I'm happy to be back.
Too long.
Yep.
Too long. And why we're here today? It's because the NFL is now, it's like a year-long thing. There's always these different events. We discussed the draft a few weeks ago, or I did anyways. I know we had planned to get together and whatnot. Circumstances get in the way, real life, it happens. No big deal, but we're going to still try to get together as much as possible. And the NFL schedule was released today, which has become another event in itself. And we wanted to talk about a little bit of some of the matchups that are going to be happening this season. Not really so much like in-depth with stats and whatnot, just our general thoughts and how we're feeling about this upcoming season, which is being labeled by the NFL as the biggest season ever. Really? And that's because they're adding a 17th game. So we're dropping a preseason game and adding another regular season game. So the Super Bowl is actually going to be played like a week later than it usually is in February. So it's going to go on longer, and that's just... It's better for TV and better for ratings and better for fans that just
Did
want...
they announce where the Super Bowl is this season?
It's in Los Angeles. Those are announced ahead of time, so... Yeah. So, real early start for me this morning when I found out who the reigning defending Super Bowl champion... Tampa Bay Buccaneers, winners of Super Bowl 55 against the Kansas City Chiefs. I have to reiterate that. But that's in the past. Let's look to the present. On September 9th, they will open up the season at home on Banner Night, folks, where they're going to be raising their second banner in that stadium. They will be facing none other than the Dallas motherfucking Cowboys. I am so hyped. I predicted this last night on Facebook. If you see my post, I said that the Bucs and the Cowboys would open up the season. Let's start with you, Jake. What are your thoughts when you first heard about that this was going to be the opening matchup Thursday night? Let's go. What are your thoughts?
Like I said, I saved my comment for this. Right now, we're going to talk about it. I know.
Let's go.
Brandon would have saw it. Everybody me commenting. Okay, we get it. NFL wants to. We want to get the ticket sales up. We want to get the TV ratings up. Of course, they're going to go ahead and gonna go against our Cowboys first in the big opener of the season.
Yeah.
And who's coming back from like a career-ending injury, of course, and we have to face the Bucs in the first game.
But you act like this is you act like Dak Prescott is like the first quarterback to come back from an injury like ever. Like, this is life in the NFL, baby. Like, step up. Like, this is the big time. Cowboys like to run their mouth all the time. It seems like you're running away from a challenge. Like, wouldn't you want to face the Super Bowl champions?
That's fine, whatever. NFL wants to go ahead and do this. They want to schedule us against Tampa Bay.
Let me ask you this, Jake, before I get to Abraham, because we have a lot to cook up on this matchup.
I'm not running from this fight.
Would you prefer to face the Buccaneers now, while it's still going to be like really, really early in the season, or in Week 17 when they're going to be well gelled and they'll be positioned well for the playoffs? Wouldn't you rather play them now just to? While they might not be completely in sync, even though they're bringing back pretty much everybody from the Super Bowl winning team. Yeah, wouldn't you want to play them now?
You could flip that and say, where the Cowboys could be just as gelled and ready come Week 17 of the playoffs too, and maybe they've gotten actually better over the season.
Who knows?
So, having the first game, this could be like a real beat up to the morale. Like the first game, hopefully it wouldn't be, but it could be. And
what if it's like down to the wire? What if it's like a 30-33 game? Like, that's not really something to really like put your head down.
Yeah, no. If it's a close game, I think the Cowboys are fine. If they get the beat down, if that happens, well,
but I just don't understand. I don't understand this whole like, oh, of course they would like. No, this is the big leagues.
No, but why? Like,
they're the same conference.
I would have saw like an NFC East team that we would have played like Washington or New York first. Abe can agree with me. He's shaking his head because he knows. But like Tampa Bay, they were Super Bowl reigning champs, and because Brady's hot and Dak's return, so it's there's TV ratings all over.
But there's a lot of storylines. That's a good matchup.
But that's why the NFL did that. And that's fine.
But you guys will always want
to take away from Dak being hurt and coming back.
I'm not, but also like these athletes always come back from injuries like nothing ever happened to them. So
I think Dak's like 90% ready to.
And that should be good enough to win an NFL game. What about you, Abe? What are your thoughts on this huge? This is like probably I can't remember the last time. Probably like when Brady and Manning. I remember they hooked up one time like on opening season. But that was like years ago, before like NFL really got like really, really big. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
It's hard. It's more like an oh shit, we got them. Dallas is my team, but Brady's, he's the GOAT.
But again, I go back to this, guys. Like, you were going to play us anyway this season, so why is it such a, oh my God, like...
Well, because, okay, here's the thing. Like, our opening games, we win. We always win the first game of the season, of the start of the season.
But why not have a challenge for the start?
Yeah, I know, but honestly, I don't want this challenge right now. I don't want to.
But what if you all win?
Because if we win, we win. But to be honest, in my opinion, we're not going to win. This is going to be a blowout for the Bucs.
See, that's what I'm not going to admit that.
I'm going to admit it. I'm going to admit it because everybody's back from the Bucs.
Scared.
No, I know, but everybody's back from the Bucs, especially on that defensive side. Look at what they did to freaking Mahomes. Yeah. Dak Prescott is not better than Mahomes. So now
but he has a better offensive line, though.
No, well, they didn't really address it in the offseason. Okay. Their draft, they drafted 11 defensive players out of 13.
I was going to say it's either going to go two
offensive players. No,
like,
it's going to go bad because
Abe's saying either
they're
going to stop, or we blow them out.
They're going to stop.
Wait, you won't even predict close? It has to be one or the other.
I don't think
it's going to be a blowout because Cowboys, we're going to probably end up shooting ourselves in the foot and fuck up somewhere. Like Dak's going to do something stupid, or dumbass Zeke's going to fumble because I really don't like that idiot. I don't know why we haven't. We should have drafted somebody in this draft.
Brandon, you talked about Zeke's fumbling issues still and everything.
Here's the thing. This is a good. It's a good matchup on paper because both sides have really good receivers. It's just going to come down to which quarterback uses them the most and how they utilize them.
But like you said, I think it could be a blowout on our side for us to kill them because our defense maybe will show up. And
we didn't.
Wait, but you're saying that the Bucs defense is like. You can just score 40 on them?
No, I'm saying our defense might do something.
If we sign
Brady run around,
crazy. If we sign Richard Sherman before the start of the season, then it might be a different story because Richard Sherman still has.
Well, I mean, what about our draft there, the linebacker kid?
Yeah, but that's a linebacker. I mean, he's more for
we got
Ronald Jones
to make Brady run around with his head cut off.
The other guy from the Jaguars, what's his name? The kid, the other running back. Who's the other one? Is Ronald Jones, and then there's Fournette.
Fournette and Bernard.
And you got Bernard, so it's just like, dude, they didn't address their offensive line on Tampa Bay's part. So
but that whole cord started to gel towards the end. So I'm not cocky about this team, but I'm really, really confident that. And I'm going to state this right now on this podcast. I've been flirting with this idea even back when me and Abe talked about it a while back. This Buccaneers team, and now I truly believe it to my core because it came out like in an interview last week. Tom Brady said he would trade 2 Super Bowl rings. Get this, 2 Super Bowl rings for an undefeated season.
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going with that.
Okay, but he also and I'm kind of a little upset because he trolled Cowboys fans saying that the America's team is a nickname.
Who said that? Brady?
Brady.
Oh, I hate you even more, Brady.
Let's go. So now, I really want them to go at him, but at the same time, it's still Brady. But here's my question: if the Bucs go 0-1, do they pick the pieces back up?
Oh, absolutely, because even back to the Patriots days, like they would have teams that would start like 2-2, sometimes 2-3. Like your team doesn't start to gel like towards like the middle of October, and then by like Thanksgiving you see what they're really going to be. As well, for the Bucs last year, it happened post Thanksgiving. But even if the Bucs were to drop to the Cowboys would pound their chest. I know y'all are scared, but I know y'all. The minute if y'all were to win, you would pound your chest, and I would be right there to be like, wait a minute,
saying,
no, you don't get to. Yeah, I'm saying this right now, Jake. You don't get to gloat. If the Cowboys somehow manage to win that game, again, any given Sunday, right, or any given Thursday, for that matter, anything can happen.
No, but I will.
But you don't get to gloat.
I'll still acknowledge the victory. But
but you don't get to gloat. Yeah, you don't get to do nothing
unless the Cowboys blow out your Bucs.
No, even if it is a blowout, because you can't go all the way one side where like, oh, I can't believe this is the matchup we're getting. To like, yeah, I told you, Palace. Yeah,
not even our hardest marked Cowboy fans that we would blow out the Bucs.
Are we watching this at Palace or we're going?
No, remember we're gonna go out. We'll go out somewhere.
Where?
And I don't know, somewhere. I don't know. Comment, folks, wherever there's diehards amounts of Cowboys fans. I want it to be like 99.9% Cowboys fans, and I will be the one fan to walk in there with my Super Bowl 55 Tom Brady jersey, and I will be walking out with my hand held in the air middle finger in the air and saying, "Here you go, Cowboys Nation. This is what you get. I always want it more than you."
Eli, shout out to Eli. Where are you at, Eli? You're going to come on later this year.
I'm not scared of Cowboys.
So if the Cowboys go 0-1, do they bounce back?
Or is this a mind?
That's what I was trying to tell you. It could be a bad. It could be a.
Is it? Or is it? It's the same. It's the same song and dance. I say it every
same.
Quote Eminem. Same song and dance.
I don't think it will be like a super mind morale blow, but it's going to definitely it'll stick with them. And it'll make them have some kind of effect the second game. I can't let's play second games to Chargers.
Yeah. We'll come back to the Buccaneers in a second. Let's talk about the Cowboys for a bit. They got some interesting games coming up, including one that we're planning to go to, folks. Palace Off the Top Rope will be going on the road. Yes, I will be going to a Cowboys game. It'll be my second one.
Week 4.
We're going to Week 4, the Carolina Panthers. So that'll be a fun matchup for us just as an experience, but I don't really want to talk about that matchup.
Sam Trash.
I want to talk about some other key matchups you guys are going to have this year. Specifically, the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
How are you all feeling about that? Patrick Mahomes,
I'm down. Mahomes is awesome, so I'm down to always see that kid play. I don't care if he's playing against us.
Right, but I'm talking about your team. Do you feel good about it, or
we'll have to see?
Just early on paper, how do you feel about it?
That's a good. We should have like Abe said, the best receiving core in the NFL, in my opinion.
You want to talk about? I say the Bucs would be closer in score with the Cowboys as opposed to. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to play so fucking angry this year, given the way how that Super Bowl went. I could see him blowing out teams. I could see him blowing out the Cowboys, especially with that defense. If you don't, tighten things up,
maybe.
Yeah,
I see it being it's way too early.
I know it's way too early, but what are you thinking?
Be a blowout, or I think it would be a close game.
You think it's going to be closer than the Bucs Cowboys?
No.
Something's telling me the Bucs.
What?
Opening night, man. The Cowboys
Okay. First game against the Bucs is going to tell you it's going to say what the rest of the season is going to look like for the Cowboys. If they lose, there's no way in hell they're going to do anything with the Chiefs. With Tyreek Hill, they beefed up that offensive line.
Yeah.
But the receiving core, is it still kind of...
Yeah, the receiving core is amazing.
It's still... The only thing they lost was Sammy Watkins, but that guy was injured most of the year.
But if teams could figure out what the Bucs did to the Chiefs, if they follow that blueprint, I know it's not everybody can do it, but...
I don't know, because they really did beef up that offensive line. They traded for...
Tampa Bay's defense won that Super Bowl as well. The defense came through.
Yeah, but...
I don't know why you're throwing shots about...
y'all's defense was good.
Defense was good. Nobody's ever denied that.
If we don't sign in a corner, then no way. There's no way we're going to be able to stop Mahomes.
I can see a 52-10 type game with Mahomes. Mahomes is going to go off.
I'm going 59-3, and Dak's going to throw 5.
That's why I'm glad we're not playing them this season until Super Bowl 56, folks.
59-3.
Huh?
Or the Bucs?
The Bucs.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you're talking about
Patriots. No, the Patriots will play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
59-3. That would be my...
59-3?
Yeah, and Dak throws for 5 picks, maybe about 120 yards.
Robert thinks that the Super Bowl is going to be the Patriots...
I haven't made my prediction yet, but
Tampa.
Wait, hang on.
Trash.
Hang on. I'm flirting with that one yet. I haven't made it conclusive like the undefeated season for Bucs. I'm proclaiming that now. I'm still playing around with my Super Bowl matchup. That could change.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboys are going to go undefeated this year. Yeah.
Cowboys are also playing their Thanksgiving matchup changes this year. I'm actually excited. It's not fucking the same Redskins or Washington football team. Yeah. Sorry, not to offend anybody. I'm sorry.
No, cancel.
Yeah, no, they're playing the Las Vegas Raiders. Who? I mean, if we're playing what if scenarios, we don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, and we know John Gruden wants him.
Oh, good God!
What a matchup that would be! Imagine
Aaron Rodgers goes to the Raiders. It's a win. That's a win because
that'd be a fun matchup.
They've also got good receivers, and fucking that dumbass Carr doesn't know how to use them. So can you imagine having Rodgers?
It's still too early, but it's also a possibility. So what do you think about that matchup, Jake? First of all, what do you think of it being the Raiders on Thanksgiving? I like the freshness of it.
Yeah, the change up of it. I honestly believe Aaron Rodgers is still going to be a Packer, so I don't think he's going anywhere. But it would be Derek Carr, and it's not going to be a cakewalk. Definitely not like a Washington football team or New York Giants, something.
The one that could be close is Week 6, the New England Patriots, depending on who's quarterback at that time for us, Could be Cam Newton.
Oh my gosh!
Or it could be Mac Jones.
That game, we're gonna blow them out. Like Belichick's not gonna know what to do. He's gonna need.
You don't think Belichick will have something cooked up with that defense? You guys do know a lot of the players that sat out last year, right?
They're gonna bounce back from Cam and to Mac Jones because they're gonna do shit,
dude.
No, we're gonna tear them apart.
Abe, you do know a lot of the defensive players sat out last year, right?
Yeah, no.
Folks, the Patriots are still my team. Don't forget that. I know what's going on with this team.
If the Cowboys beat the Patriots, if the Cowboys beat the Patriots, that's gonna happen. It's a blowout win there.
A blowout win. Okay, I'm glad this is on. I'm glad this is on audio recording.
That's gonna be.
I love it. I can't wait.
30, I'm not saying a blowout. 30 to 10. 30 to 10. Mac Jones gets sacked 6 times.
This is going to be like a 20-17 type game.
DeMarcus, D-Law's going to come out this year. 20 sacks this year.
Wow, you don't trust Belichick in that defense.
Fuck Belichick, man.
Wow.
Fuck Cam Newton, your guy. Fuck Mac Jones, your guy that you think's going to fucking do it. Hell no. This is where the defense comes alive.
No, it's okay. It's
Micah
okay.
Parsons
Let him go. Let him go
Parsons
off.
is going to freaking stop Sony Michel.
I love it.
What the hell? What receivers do they have? Kill Harry?
Keep it going.
That's Jake playing wide receiver right there.
Feed me more. Because I can't wait for week 6 now.
The one idiot that we have on our football team is probably going to have a good day on rushing fucking Zeke.
That game will be on my home turf here. I'll
fucking watch it here.
I'll host that game.
I'll watch it here.
I will host that game.
Jake will probably call out.
No, Jake will be here. Jake, if I'm going to his home turf for opening night, he's going to come here. Patriots, Cowboys, week 6. I'll try to get some more people and make it a little event. I'm sure it'll be.
Oh, it's a 3:25.
It's America's game of the week right there.
I don't even have to request off.
That's the true America's game of the week. Cowboys, Patriots. I'm looking forward to that matchup, especially after that ridiculous rant you just went on.
You fucking did not go with me because you know it's true. I
don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I definitely know the Cowboys will win that game.
So Cowboys got
2017 maybe.
Cowboys got some fun matchups as it pertains to my interests.
We're still going to only win 4.
I know, right? After all this, Cowboys are going to end up, like you said, 5-12.
Oh wait, let's do our season prediction. I guess.
Wait, no, we're doing that later. This is just more general. We're just
okay. We don't want to give.
I got to make a bet.
We can be wild here and make some generalizations or whatever. Okay. We're not giving full on analysis here, folks.
Week 1 is when we make our season.
Week 1, we'll make our predictions for division. We can break it down or whatever. But here it's just we're just riffing. We're saying whatever. Be outlandish as you want. You said fucking. You even said the Cowboys will blow out the Bucs. The fuck out of here with that. You said that.
Oh yeah, I said it's either going to be.
You said
that. Cowboys blow out because our defense comes through and makes Brady run for his life.
Okay.
Which Medina knows if that happens, then we're winning.
Another matchup I'm looking forward to week 1, and this is 2 playoff teams that met last year: the Browns and the Chiefs.
Yep.
This could be a real page turner for the Browns. Imagine upsetting the Chiefs week 1. Baker with that. I mean, the defense is going to be good.
He's another idiot, right? Baker. Wait.
I don't think he's an idiot. I mean, he proved me wrong. I'll say that. He proved me wrong.
It's because they got my boy Jadeveon Clowney on that defensive side.
Living off that one highlight in college.
Here we go.
Clowney. Oh, man.
Against Mahomes? Yeah, the Saints aren't doing anything.
But that matchup's going to be fun. Yeah. Chiefs-Browns. It's not the Browns of old anymore. This is like a legit team.
They stocked up in defense, especially in the draft.
I don't know if you guys saw my little rankings on the divisions. I actually have the Browns winning the AFC North.
Yeah.
Right behind. If it's not them, it'll be Baltimore. I think Pittsburgh's going to drop down a lot. They're not going to go like last year. They went like 11-0 before dropping like the last 5.
Pittsburgh really didn't do it. Yeah, Pittsburgh really.
I mean, they picked up a running back, which is something they desperately needed.
But you could have got him in the second round, right? Because nobody that was like a stupid move.
But I've given up on Big Ben. I'm done with that guy. That guy needs to retire. Yeah. Go away. Get off my screen.
I mean, and Juju's done.
I like Roethlisberger. I just think his time's over.
Juju was close to being a Baltimore Raven, but he took less money to go back to Big Ben.
Another team to look out for is the Bills. I think they're gonna.
Josh Allen.
They're gonna have They're gonna be a force there in the AFC. I don't think the Chiefs are gonna have an easy road as everybody thinks, but I still think that they'll be there, like at least one of the last 2 teams in the AFC. But it's not gonna be easy. I think teams are gonna figure them out. I think the Bucs have laid out a perfect formula how to beat them or how to beat a team like that. I know they got help now on the offensive line, but it's going to be real interesting for some of these teams. Like I'm telling you, the Browns could sneak in there week 1 and hand Mahomes like his only his like what third loss. I think.
Do the Bucs have a cakewalk schedule this year, or besides the Cowboys?
I mean, you got the. I mean,
I didn't look. We didn't really look at the Bucs schedule. What big name teams do they play this year?
Well,
they play the Patriots. We can talk about that for a little bit. Brady returns home to Foxborough.
You want to know my surprise team? Miami Dolphins. They will beat the Pats in the first game, and they will beat the Bucks, and they will beat the Bucks in Week 5.
I don't believe in Tua.
Brian Flores.
I like Brian Flores, but he also lost Kyle Van Noy. He's back to the Patriots.
Well, yeah, but did they? Oh,
hey man, that guy's a difference maker. Losing him, they lost a couple of other players too.
I hope that the Patriots do get this year, just because I want to see Cam succeed.
Why?
Because Robert doesn't like Cam.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just
he gave up.
I didn't give up.
What? I don't understand,
dude.
How were you like all up on Dak, and then all of a sudden, why are you worried
I've
about
always
Cam?
liked Cam when he was in Carolina. I thought he was a really good quarterback.
I'm gonna talk like Brad Pitt in Moneyball. My bar is here, okay? Where there's a championship level organization now. The Patriots have a reputation to live up to now. Can't be mediocre. We can't go. What was it?
But
what
he isn't just that. He can be that high.
He did it once. He did it once. Like
he went to
good for him. Good for him.
He choked.
He won an MVP. He went to Super Bowl. Yeah. Didn't win it.
Yeah. Who was it against again?
It was against old ass Manning and the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Right.
Even then, Manning wasn't even the same person. You couldn't beat him.
They didn't have much of a defense either.
But I'm just saying the bar is up here. My bar's here, championship level. And what I saw from Cam, like the mechanics scared the shit out of me, Jake. Every time you drop back to pass, I swear to God, I thought every pass was going to get intercepted, and a lot of them were. And you know, if he can somehow, I know he's doing the off-season workouts, and I know that's kind of been a thing between the NFL Players Association and the players all bickering about not doing it or whatnot. But I know a lot of the Patriots players are going to show up to those workouts. So
they're still doing training camp this year? Like, is that still a thing too, though? The training camp and everything?
It's there's a lot of revisions being worked on what they're going to do. I mean, it's not going to be like last year where everything's virtual.
Because there's no preseason this year, right?
No, there is. They dropped one game and added a regular season game, so there's only two. So
2 preseason games?
Like for Dak, instance, he's going to need to play both of those games to get some, back in game shape.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought the preseason was cut due to COVID.
No. They're still going to do it.
Tampa Bay, right?
No, they're still going to do it.
Okay, so now I kind of give my Cowboys a little more of a chance against these Bucks.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. But what were we just talking about right now? Oh, okay, so the Cam. So if Cam, I don't know. Like, I want to see if he's progressed with his mechanics. We shouldn't have to be worrying about mechanics with this guy when he's already been in the league for how many years, Abe?
Like 10.
She's like, we shouldn't be worrying about shit like that. Like, you got to be in. I guess the only excuse I could give him is that he didn't have anybody last year, and this year there's like no excuse.
That was it, right?
Edelman, and then
he was hurt though.
Jacoby. Edelman was gone like most of the season, but now he's got like 2 of the top tight ends, both.
Oh yeah,
like that.
They went on and spent money.
They got some receivers. They picked up. Who did they pick up? They picked up Aguilar, I think it was, or
yes, Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah. They picked up some other players, so they have like a decent enough offense. To me, it's always going to rely more on the defense, which I think will hold strong because of a lot of.
We talked about this earlier, where they spent. They were like the most. They were the NFL that spent the most money.
Yeah.
They bulked up, so there's no freaking reason why Cam can't do shit.
If Cam can't do anything the first 3 games with these guys. Yeah. And I'm sorry, like, do not waste any time. Pull the trigger on Mac Jones unless he like.
It's time for Mac Jones.
Unless like he's a bust,
like Mac.
Unless he's like a bust in training camp or whatever, then whatever. That's why I said, hey.
What college did he go from?
Alabama. So, I mean, it's not that I don't like Cam, but it's like also, hey, buddy, you've been here a while now. Like, you should.
Fair enough. That's fine.
But I am a realist when it comes to my team, Jake.
Cam, so if Cam has a good season,
but I'm going to say this.
Give it to you.
Man, fuck Cam.
I'll make an early prediction here. The Patriots will play in the AFC Championship game. You heard it here first.
Gosh.
You heard it here first.
Why do we even do it? Why am I here for?
You heard it here first.
Oh my god.
All right, you're talking crazy like I talk my Cowboys.
That's fine. This is a generalization.
The fucking Pats.
Yeah, like you said.
Why not?
They ain't shit without Brady. They don't have.
I'm not saying. There was
You
another
want to face it because on Kyle Van Noy?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's fine. I'm glad Robert's having this crazy
Yeah,
side
I'm
of him.
gonna let you have it. I'll let you have it, Robert. Watch these motherfuckers.
Why can't I be
go
a
on.
homer for my team once?
That's fine.
Huh?
You're
Why can't I do
There you
that?
go. Look. There you go. Look at that.
Why can I be a homer every once in a while?
Jane Slater doesn't know shit about the Cowboys, to let y'all know. I don't know why the fuck she's reporting.
We're
on
back
that.
on
Hey, relax. All right. Any other fun matchups y'all are looking forward to this season?
As I look over the Cowboys schedule right here.
Arizona's going to be a good one. They bulked up too.
Yeah, I would say Arizona out of those rest of those teams. I'm interested in the
we're
Jameis
gonna-
Winston.
Hey, another
New
Aaron
Orleans.
Rodgers possibility as we're sticking with the Cowboys. Y'all play Denver. Denver's been another one of those candidates
Yeah.
After
that
they
could
just got
possibly
Teddy
land it.
Bridgewater or whatever.
Yeah, but Teddy Bridgewater's
matter.
he's a backup.
But watch who's Driscoll? Is it Driscoll that's a starter
for
for the
the
Broncos?
no, it's what's his name, the rapper guy.
You kept making fun of
God,
his name last week, right?
I did right.
It's not Driscoll.
No, it's not Driscoll.
No, he
it's
kept making fun of his name.
it's gonna bother me. Look it up, Abe. While me and Jake discuss here. Yeah, imagine if
You hate his nickname and you hate Danny Dimes in New York.
Oh,
You
Danny
hate
Dimes.
New York.
no,
That's how
but
they do.
but imagine if Aaron Rodgers ends up in Denver. That matchup now becomes super interesting.
Giants schedule.
The Giants schedule's up here. They're playing Tampa Bay again Monday Night Football. We're playing the NFC East this year, so we'll be facing the Eagles. We'll be facing the Washington Football Team.
Did I see the Cowboys again? Week 15.
Look at the easiest strength of schedule. Cowboys.
I thought I
number
just saw
2.
that we play y'all twice this year.
No, unless it's in the playoffs, but there's a snowball's chance of hell of that
I saw
happening.
Week 15 again, but my eyes could have
Nah,
deceived.
they did deceive you. No, the Cowboys and the Bucks are only playing once. Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
it's Jeff Driscoll.
No, there's another guy on there. Look up all the quarterbacks and name them to me, and I will tell you which one I'm talking about.
There's Bridgewater,
No, come on,
I guess they did.
Brandon. No, that's a punter. No, Drew Lock.
Drew Lock, the guy, Mr. Drew, Mr. Dancer,
Oh my
Drew
gosh,
Lock.
we lose to him. Oh my
Because they were
fucking-
making a big deal out of him, right?
Yeah, he was like
trash,
dancing
yeah.
around,
Yeah,
and they
he didn't like that.
But no, Matt, if Aaron Rodgers lands in Denver, that's another Cowboys game that turns interesting.
Wait, who does he have to help him in Denver?
He's got a monster
Jerry
defense,
Jeudy.
The
but he's got
receiving
a monster defense
Yeah,
too.
he's got no. He's got
Who's their receivers?
Jerry Jeudy.
I'm not sure who that is.
Oh my fucking gosh.
That's
He's
it?
a freaking top receiver
that it?
from last. Huh?
Is that it?
They have.
They got a running
Deshaun
game, too.
Hamilton is freaking good. They have freaking.
What if DeAndre, what's his name, or not DeAndre,
Cortland Sutton is good.
Devontae Adams were to leave Green Bay as well and went to Denver.
Royce Freeman, the running
It's
back.
possible. You heard what he said, right? Where like if Aaron Rodgers leaves, that
My man
he's
or whatever.
he's like I'd have to think about my time here. So let's talk about that a little bit. I haven't really discussed that
I
with you
just
guys.
saw that too, that tweet
The
or
whole
whatever.
or just the whole Green Bay situation with Aaron Rodgers. Abe, I want to start with you. We haven't really
Oh,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
this
Well, I know a lot.
on air or really like through text or anything. Like the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers.
And the GM,
Who's more in the
right?
fall? Is this both? Like, is this a 50-50 thing or it's
It's it's not both. It's the Green Bay because they needed to address. They needed to get him some weapons,
right?
and they went and traded up to get Love. I think they traded like 6 spots.
Yeah.
They traded up. So when they traded up, I bet Aaron Rodgers is like, oh hell yeah, they're gonna get me somebody. No, they drafted a quarterback. Last year, I think he played with a chip on his shoulder, and he was like, fuck it, This year, did the same thing. They didn't go after anybody in the free agency, and they really didn't do much in the draft as well. They were waiting to see if they were going to trade up.
They drafted a corner, right? Like,
Yeah, they drafted a corner, but they were like, okay, well, there was Jamar Chase, there was Waddle that was there, and they were like, okay, are they going to put a package together to trade up? Because there was a point where Detroit didn't want that pick, where they were sitting at, and I think Carolina as well.
Yeah.
And Green Bay could have been like, hey, let's put a package together, let's send it over, and let's see if we get it. We can get one of those guys. Nothing happened.
They should have they could have traded up to get like a Hicks or Devontae Smith, like some
or
one
like
weapon,
Jamar Chase or freaking Waddle, and they did not do. Or I think you said the tight end, right? Yeah.
Pitts. Why did I say Hicks? Pitts. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and it's just like because even Atlanta was looking.
It was willing to trade out.
They were like, we don't want to be at 4. Let's see what we can get in collateral.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing. And so at that point, it's just Do I kind of blame Rodgers for calling the GM like Jerry Krause of the Bulls? Yeah, because Rodgers should have just shut his mouth up and just let it be and be like, hey, I'm going to show him disgruntled because they didn't do shit. Yeah. But then when you lash back and go, well, this guy's a fucking Jerry Krause.
Rodgers, of course, Rodgers going to do it. He's a hothead too. Like,
no, he's a drama queen.
But he's kept his, he's kept his cool. But I mean, look at what have they done anything? Have they got anything?
What do you think it is though? Like, what is it? What is it with the ownership over there? They're just like,
I think they're getting fed up with him too. So
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think what they're trying to do is they're just trying to play conservative.
Or are they trying to moneyball and think that they don't have to spend to
win? Yeah, that could be a possibility too. Because I mean, when the I can't remember his name, but the head coach when he they had that winning season and they really didn't have shit. So I think they're kind of basing it off of that. Well, like you didn't have much and you won this big, so now I think that's what they're going for, but it's going to shoot them in self.
I mean, when are they going to have a final announcement to be like he's going to stay the?
I don't know. I'm like it's been real quiet on that front a little bit. I think talks are going on.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Robert, and someone brought up a good point about this a while back. I think during the draft where they said he's already 37 now. So do you want to give? So you're going to have to give in order to get him. Like you're talking about like 3, maybe 4 first rounders. A couple of like second round.
He's worth every penny.
I know, but two words on why you do it.
Wait, yeah, but no. He's okay.
Why you keep him, Robert?
He's no Brady.
I know, but if you get weapons, if you put Aaron Rodgers on that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, like they're doing the same amount of damage.
But if a lineman gets a good lick on him and he's done for the year, then what? You just sold off all your capital. Yeah. So, I mean, I think a lot of these owners are kind of like they want to push that button, but they're kind of like, hey.
I know it's risk versus reward with Aaron Rodgers, but isn't it more reward? Isn't that more of the upside?
Look what he did with Devontae Adams.
But if he was 34, I'd say, shit, go all in. Yeah. He's 37. So, like I said.
Brady's 57.
No, but Brady's fucking badass. Anyway, look at Drew Brees. He got knocked the fuck out so many times. This past year, he was knocked out, and he said, fuck it. I'm not even going to fucking chase Brady. Yeah. So, I mean, Rodgers is in the same boat. But it's just because they've had a good line, and because he doesn't stand in the pocket for no longer than 2 seconds to release that ball. So, of course, he's not going to get hit. But if he goes somewhere else, like NFC North or AFC East or whatever, and he gets that one if he faces the Bills defense, and then gets a good hit, and he's done, then what? You lost 3 or 4 first rounders.
I see all your points, and I agree with most of them, but I still think, like, if you're a team out there that doesn't have Mahomes or, you're set with Brady for right now,
he stays.
You should be getting... Everybody should be on the phone for this guy.
They're talking about him saying he's just going to retire. Another fucking Barry Sanders shit. Mm-hmm. They're not going to trade him.
That would be a travesty.
No,
that'd be a shame
but what they're going to do is they're going to tell him, we're not trading you nowhere.
Let me ask you this, though, as a Cowboys fan. I joked about this with you all on the air or off the air, but let's say Jerry Jones had waited and didn't sign Dak Prescott to this contract with the no-trade clause. Would you have jumped at the chance, like, give me Aaron Rodgers right now with those weapons?
Even at his age, as you just said, his age is 37.
Yes, but let me tell you why. Because he has the offensive line. Yeah. He's got a shitload of fucking weapons on offense. He's got 3-4 receivers. He's got 2 tight ends, and he's got 2 running backs.
Zeke and Pollard.
Yes. So, yeah. Okay. I mean... Look what he does with Devontae Adams.
I would say
Devontae
yes.
Adams himself.
And that proves my point of the reward part is like worth it.
I would say yes, and I know I'm between Dak. I would only say yes because Aaron has won a Super Bowl one, and because he's still lights out. So.
Yes, I understand that, but I know Jerry Jones would not be like, here, let me give you 6 first rounders. No, it would probably be like, I'll give you 2. I'd be okay with giving away 2.
But we can't get rid of Dak at this point anyway, like Robert said.
Right, but that would have been an interesting Like Cowboys definitely would have been in the mix.
I would have liked it when Wilson was even talking about one of us being his destination. Shit, what? I would have taken Wilson in a heartbeat.
I just love that Tom Brady got in the heads of everybody in the NFC.
Oh my god! If Tom Brady would have went to the Cowboys last year, fuck. We would have been talking about them now, and fucking Robert would be wearing a Cowboys hat, and my fucking
I already said,
and my mission would be over.
No, I already said
Robert on fucking a Cowboys hat.
I would have parted ways. I would have parted ways. It would have been that. Yeah. It would have been that X. Like, hey, like we had a good run. Like we had some magical time, but. You know, hey, you go.
Brady's number 12, right?
You go be happy.
TB12 hat.
No, you go be happy if you're a Dallas Cowboy. I'm gonna, we'll go our separate ways. I'll always love you. I'll always love you.
You would have came to the.
I'll always love you, but I can't follow you down this road. No.
Yes.
I've been firm on that.
You would have been on the Cowboys. You would have worn the hat.
I was not. But I tell you, I would be a better representation of Cowboys Nation than all of you geeks. I promise you that.
Me and Eli are the best.
Hell no. Nobody matches me. Nobody wants it more than me. Don't ever forget that, Jake.
Don't you
ever forget it. What do you think of the Bears this season? Are they going to make some noise? I bet you they're hoping that Aaron Rodgers leaves.
Wait, hold on. No, they've got Jake's favorite
QB1.
Yeah, QB quarterback is Andy Dalton. Oh my god!
No, come on, that's not going to last. We know Justin Fields is going to play. Right?
Fields is going to be in by game 2.
Yeah,
by game 2. Andy Dalton's a joke,
dude. Chicago has a chance to. I think they're going to make the playoffs this year. They got the defense for it, and Matt Nagy. Like we give him shit, but maybe he just needed the right quarterback to run his offense.
Aaron Rodgers goes to Chicago.
He would have
gone
to Chicago.
Receiver Allen Robinson.
Look at some of the posts of the Doomsday Tailgaters, Robert. Let's spoil Tampa Bay's celebration on this opener.
That's fine. You can try. You can try.
Eli's calling 11-6 wild card team
for Cowboys. That's good. See, at least
say about that too.
No. You don't get to ride off. You don't get to ride off his coattails.
No, don't piggyback.
I was gonna say we were gonna.
Don't piggyback.
No. I didn't hear anything out of you before that. You read that right now.
I was gonna say something like that. I wasn't gonna say 8-8 or something.
Bullshit like that. I'll make you revise your pick.
It can't even be 11-6. How many games?
17. So it have to be like 11-7, right? No,
11-6.
11-6 is right. It would have been 10-6 in past seasons, but yeah. What are your thoughts on the bigger season? One more extra game, like
I think it's great. More football,
right? I mean,
shoot, I would have been opposed to 2.
How does this affect like fantasy? Like in terms of
no,
I don't know. Like I was just thinking in terms of like playoffs and stuff like that. I don't know.
No, I think it'll. No, it doesn't change anything really.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Fantasy,
whatever due to COVID.
Hopefully a better
life's changing.
Hopefully a better turnout for Jake.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Because of the extra game or whatever, right? It doesn't have to do with COVID too or whatever.
No, it's actually players or a lot of people were against it.
They
didn't because it's like more wear and tear on the body.
So
like,
what was the reason why they added this extra game?
More revenue.
Oh god,
it's always the NFL's a business due to COVID. I don't know. Due to COVID, we would have had a shorter season, but. No, dude, the owners wanted this. Like, it's more TV coverage. I think the Amazon deal doesn't go into effect until next year.
Well, they took away a preseason, right? You said
they took a preseason game, but nobody really likes the preseason games. We want to get into the season. I mean, I'm good with 2 games. Like that's good enough. Like,
and then you're saying like all these networks now you're getting into Amazon. Like now, like you said, you could watch an NFL game on Tubi. Like, it's on everything.
Well, shit, Nickelodeon.
Peacock.
Yeah.
And Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Nickelodeon's going to get back
I
on this.
actually enjoyed that game.
They're going to get back on this train. They'll do a playoff game again.
Like,
and
it
even
was so bad it was good. You don't like that term.
And I think part of the new television deal was that the Super Bowl is going to be back on ABC or ESPN.
Something like that. They were changing it.
Because it's basically going to be on every network now. So
wow. Super Bowl?
Yeah. I mean, not like broadcast like all at once. I just mean like every year, every network's going to get a chance to broadcast
You
the
think
game.
Nickelodeon's gonna come back though?
They'll do a playoff game, yeah, dude. That thing got
Is
like
that when they did it? The playoffs?
yeah, they did it for the Bears and the Saints,
Yeah.
and it was a
fun.
fun, goofy broadcast. Like
The slime and everything. That was weird.
you gotta innovate, you gotta adapt and do different things. So, like
People were actually tuning in. Like
yeah,
on
but you
Facebook,
can think
that,
outside the box. Like let's say you got somebody like I don't know. I like comedians. Like imagine you got Bill Burr to you
I like Bill Burr.
you broadcast a game on Showtime or whatever,
Yeah.
and you get like explicit like commentary. Like, wouldn't that be cool or something like innovative? Like the NFL is more open to doing stuff like that,
That's
so
good.
I'm up for that. Anything else that we want to cover on the NFL before we sign off for the evening? I mean, I know we're still like way early. It's what
take
it's
a
what
look at-
May
take-
12th.
Take a look at you guys' schedule, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the schedules are out for all your teams now, so now you'll know.
Wait, we didn't
You
get.
know.
These are my guys. These are my teams, but we haven't had a chance to talk about this game. Patriots, Buccaneers.
Oh my god!
What week is it?
Tom Brady's
Why are we going to talk about it? It's a blowout. Why
Tom
are we even gonna
Brady's
talk about
Tom
it?
Brady's
Who are you
return.
rooting for? Is the big
Yeah.
question, Robert.
What cap are you?
No. This is
There we go.
this is where you'll see me. You'll see me on Facebook. I'm gonna post that picture of Rob Lowe, where it's like a picture of him just wearing a cap and it's the NFL logo.
Oh my god!
Just like- That's gonna be a treat for me, just to enjoy. No anxiety, nothing. Like whatever happens. It's
Something
one of
tells
those.
me still be going for Brady, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course.
No, wait, you don't know. You don't know how I think.
Yeah,
You
he's
don't know
gonna
how
be
I
like,
think.
Oh, yay! When they both score, it's like, oh, cheerleader for both. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Pick one.
I don't have to pick it until we're there.
Oh my gosh!
I'll
Yeah,
just-
Who are you gonna? Yeah, that.
I'm not gonna pick it now.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you.
Can it be May?
Woo! That's my team right there.
Can
the
it be
Jets.
May?
The
Trash.
Jets.
Jets are trash.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
No, Jets aren't going to go anywhere.
Oh, my-
Sorry.
Who's their quarterback?
The Jets are going to be last in the division.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Playoffs.
Who's their quarterback?
oh my god!
Delusional as thinking Jadeveon Clowney is still relevant.
Hey,
quarterback?
Jadavian Clowney. is-
Zach Wilson.
Zach
They
Wilson.
got rid of. That's what they got rid of
That's
Sam
how they got rid
Darnold.
of Sam Darnold.
How about the Jaguars, real quick? I guess.
Oh, yeah,
Not
okay,
talk
okay.
about
They'll
too
make the
much,
playoffs.
but just Trevor Lawrence, this kid,
Really?
being the
They'll make
greatest
the
thing
playoffs.
on
When you got the
earth.
Titans and the Colts.
Tim Tebow's gonna have it.
Wait, am I the only one here on the Carson Wentz bandwagon for the Colts?
Oh my gosh! They just got our Antoine Woods too on defense.
Dude, the
I don't know,
Colts
that
are gonna be
defense- that
good.
defense- I don't know, maybe, but
Dude, the Jags will be third at
Tim
most.
Tebow's going to have about 85 receptions, 785
Is
yards with
Carson's
about
gonna
8
start
touchdowns.
in
What's
NFL?
that?
Carson's
Yeah,
starting
Carson's a
in NFL?
starter.
Yeah.
He's the fucking golden child.
And then the Titans are still there, so I mean,
Titans.
I know they won't make
fucking
the
lost
biggest.
Clowney. I mean, they're not going to have shit.
Oh
on defense.
please, whatever. I'm a believer in Vrabel. I think he's the real deal.
Of course, another Patriot.
So what? So
Yeah.
when's week 1 kickoff? So
September 9th. So we'll be doing a pod around that during that week.
Our name
early.
official spinoff name.
We'll have a spinoff named, and this won't be.
we
It'll
have
be
merch?
It'll be episode 1. We'll.
Might.
I can't promise that, but we're working. It's working on it, and we're still
Name
working on a
sure.
name. We're still looking for ideas of names. We're still cooking.
We need to get sponsored by Mount Nike.
We'll you're gonna have to help us out with that, folks. But we will have a spinoff, and it'll be weekly, and it'll be nothing but NFL coverage. And like I said, Jake, research this year because I'm gonna have no mercy on.
I know.
if-
Medina didn't have mercy on me on Facebook afterwards.
and
all
we'll
either. But I'll have my stats.
we'll have guests as well, just to
Eli, you
just-
gotta come on.
we'll get everybody involved as much as possible.
Brandon.
Try to get another.
Can we get Roger on here? 'Cause
Yeah, let's
Roger
get-
said he was going to come, and he never.
Well,
shot.
we'll-
I don't know.
No, we'll get him on.
Yeah.
We just the
Surprise
stars
guest.
have to align. Stars have
That's
to.
what
align.
we're trying to do with the spinoff show coming this year. Special guest here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that'd
but yeah, it's going to be all NFL. And if you have ideas for names, throw them out there on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. DM me if you have ideas for names. We'll give you credit if we decide to go with it. But yeah, we're working on merch and a new logo and all that stuff. It's in the works, but it's all got to come together. So we'll
Definitely taking it in serious. A lot more serious this year.
yeah, we want to take it to the next level. That's what we're going to do. Got anything else?
No. Just looking really forward. I love the NFL.
I can't wait.
It is my
Yeah,
favorite
I'm
sport.
waiting. I can't
professional
wait for
sport.
us to be on the road.
Yeah,
Man, I'm looking forward to that.
that'll be awesome. All right, I think we're gonna sign off for the night. This wasn't gonna be like a 2-hour deep analysis
Not yet,
of the
guys.
schedule. It's just we're excited about it. It's
Sorry, Brandon.
it's just another roadblock to the
No
season
3-hour show.
or through the season.
for this.
What's next for us on the docket? Is it the season preview? Or are we gonna be paying attention to any preseason games? Do we want to do anything for that, or I don't know.
Maybe we can come back after the second preseason games of our team.
Or we can get a good analysis after one game just to see how our teams are doing.
Are we going to get into fantasy, like talking about like?
Oh yeah,
we'll bring that in. That'll be all part of the football show. The fantasy aspect of it.
Draft start.
It's going to be right before the season kicks off because we just need to know who's like.
We'll do it like a week before the season starts.
It's September. What's the kickoff?
September 9th. So we'll do it a week before. So
we'll have to.
But yeah, folks, the fantasy aspect of it, we're going to bring in all of that. So it's all football.
And we need some new players. So if you're interested, hit up Abraham Trevino on Facebook or Twitter. What's your Twitter handle, Abe? You don't even know your own Twitter handle. Tell you what, you can DM me on Palace Off the Top Rope.
Sorry, guys, I don't have a Twitter. I haven't had one for years now.
Why don't you create a different account?
Because it has to do with them and them banning me.
You know what? You may have to create another Twitter account just to keep up with
they keep like tying my
just
name.
make another email. It's so easy to make another Gmail.
Twitter's at
good.
Why don't you just make like a Palace Off the Top Rope Jake?
Okay,
I don't know, whatever. You know.
Twitter is at Abe T_1101.
Yeah. So if you have any, if you're interested in his fantasy football league, we're looking for players. So yeah, that'll all be part of the show. So looking forward to that. Thank you guys for joining me on this special schedule release.
Glad to be back. It's been too long.
We love riffing and joking, and there'll be a lot more of that in what is being dubbed the biggest season ever. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Take care, guys.